Hello, this is my presentation for Internet Safety for Educators class that I took online, and I'm kind of excited for this format of my presentation. I hope that you like it. It's nothing neat or fancy, but it's going to be kind of fun for me. So let's go forward with this. The first thing that I want to talk about is communication. In this course, we learned that communication is key to making sure that internet use and just getting on the internet and having our kids on there as educators and being on there ourselves is safe for everyone who is using it. And communication is key. Making sure that you communicate the possibilities, what websites are like, some of the dangers, and some of the things that people don't know about. So communication is always key. Making sure that we make others aware of what is out there. One of the best tools that I was able to use in this class was netsafeutah.org. From this website, you can view all kinds of videos that explain different parts of safety and in internet safety, and also videos just about computer use. So that's one of the biggest tools there in making sure we communicate ideas. We talked a lot about being careful in this class and making sure that when you do things like make purchases online, that you ensure that you're on a safe website. You check in you can check in the top left-hand corner of the URL and make sure, or somewhere on the URL, depending on which browser you're using, to make sure that it's a locked website, encrypted, to where your passwords and personal information are kept secret and safe. And so just making sure you're careful is one thing that we talked about in this class. Being careful with the websites that we use and changing settings to where we know inappropriate things aren't going to be viewed or aren't going to be accessible, and just being careful ourselves and making sure that if we ever feel like a website is bad, that we communicate with other people and just share information that we tell the kids that they need to communicate with us if they are on a website that they're not comfortable with, or something happens that they are able to communicate with us. Which brings us to the next point, is making sure that we're careful when we visit fun sites like Facebook or other social networks, or even games, online games. You need to be careful on these websites when you're on the internet, and make sure that what you're saying is appropriate, or what other people are saying to you is appropriate, and just keeping ourselves safe, and also keeping our kids safe. So being careful of these fun sites. They're fun, but knowing the bad things that do happen and making sure we communicate that. Another thing we talked about in this class was cell phones, and kind of what we see as educators. We see a lot of cell phones with the kids today, and I teach at a middle school, and we still see tons of 13, 14, 15-year-old kids that have their own cell phone or their own handheld device, and these are all nowadays able to get on the internet, and so we need to be careful and make sure that those aren't being used inappropriately. One of the ways that they are sometimes used inappropriately is for cyberbullying, and so we talked a lot about that in week 5, and how to deal with that and make the kids aware of the negative repercussions from cyberbullying and inappropriate use of cell phones and other technologies, and just keeping kids safe. The last thing that we discussed was making sure that we stay current, and I really think that this same website is going to help us do that, netsafeutah.org. We need to make sure that we stay current, because with the internet and the technology today, everything just changes so quick. I heard on the radio just the other day that the technology, and I thought this was out before, but apparently whoever the DJ was had just heard about the technology that they have contact lenses that will show all kinds of information about weather or anything, like internet compatible contact lenses that will give all kinds of information about maybe where you're at, or what the weather's like, or directions to get somewhere, just straight from your contact lens. And it's just, we just need to stay current. Things are always changing, and we always need to be careful. We need to be safe, and that's the main thing that I learned from this course, is that we just need to always watch what's going on, be careful with our kids, and be careful with ourselves, and make sure that we are always being professional as professional educators, that we are keeping all of our communications appropriate and professional, and which may continue to get harder as the technologies change. And if it is getting harder, then we need to take a step back and look at ourselves and make sure that we are consistent with ourselves and professionals. And so that's all I really have for my presentation. It's kind of boring. Just listen to my voice and see what I'm writing, and it's kind of fun. But thank you so much for listening, and it's been a good class. I appreciate it. Thank you.